The awarding of honorary degrees. Honorary degrees are bestowed upon individuals by universities as a way to recognize the outstanding accomplishments of those whom the institution admires and desires their students to emulate. Today, we will bestow this honor upon two individuals whose contributions in their lifetimes have demonstrated how to live as outstanding citizens of the world. Individuals who chose not to live and accept a little, but chose to think and live big. I ask Chairman Henry Smock to bring forward our first honorary degree recipient, Ms. Iyanla Van Zant. Iyanla Van Zant. From welfare mother to New York Times best-selling author, from the Brooklyn Projects to four-time NAACP Image Award winner, from broken pieces to peace. Iyanla Van Zant is one of this country's most prolific writers, public speaker, and among the most influential, socially engaged, and acclaimed spiritual life coaches of our time. The author of 19 books, including an astounding 6 New York Times bestsellers. Iyanla's work has been translated into 23 languages and has sold over 10 million copies. With her no-nonsense approach and unyielding message of live better by loving yourself, she has ignited the universal spark of self-discovery. As one of the nation's most sought-after public speakers, Iyanla Van Zant has an innate ability to intimately connect and engage her audiences, heightening their self-awareness and quest for fulfillment. According to Emerge magazine, she is one of the most dynamic speakers in the United States. She has received numerous awards and accolades for the sheer power and impact of her work. Ebony magazine says, and I quote, Iyanla's books, lectures, and television appearances have made her a multimedia high priestess of healthy relations. In addition to her renowned work as a speaker and author and television personality, Iyanla is the founder of InnerVision's Institute for Spiritual Development. Classes and workshops conducted throughout the United States, this multicultural global network of people seek to facilitate healing, growth, and therefore, we are proud to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Therefore, in recognition of this degree, Chairman Smock will vest you with a hood, and I will present you with a diploma from the University of the Virgin Islands. We are honored to have you among our graduates. Congratulations. because you also represent those three rivers that have merged and keep rising up, we would also like to present one of our special commemorative medallions to Dr. Iyanla Van Zant. We would now ask that Vice Chair Moorhead bring forth our second honorary degree recipient. Mr. Stanley Jacobs. For over 40 years, Mr. Stanley Jacobs, affectionately known as Stanley, to thousands of Virgin Islanders and his merry band of sleepless nights, has enchanted us with the sweet sounds of Quebe music. Mr. Jacob was born in Vieques, Puerto Rico, but St. Croix claims him as native son. He is a master musician, maestro, historian, and preservationist of Virgin Islands culture as he promulgates Quebe music to the world. Mr. Jacobs' VI roots run deep. He spent his formative years in Gallows Bay and attended Christiansted High School. He graduated from Lincoln University with a Bachelor's of Arts with a major in psychology in 1963. With a deep love and commitment for his islands, Mr. Jacobs returned to St. Croix after serving in the U.S. Army as a medic and became a social worker at the Herbert Grigg Home for the Aged. And although he started playing instruments at a young age, it was at Herbert Grigg Home where he would receive his greatest education from the residents who imparted knowledge of quadrille and Quebe music. Many Stanley's dance card has been full with numerous events and festivities, both locally and abroad. Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights hold true to the belief that they have a responsibility to showcase the beautiful rhythms of the Virgin Islands internationally and locally. He serves as an ambassador, both stoking interest in the territory and stirring others with his sounds. The band, holding strong for 45 years and counting, is often referred to as the Kings of Quebe, or the premier Quebe band in the world, and a Virgin Islands treasure. Mr. Jacob has worked hard to preserve this Virgin Islands art form. In addition to performing at and exposing new generations to music through appearances at public and private schools, Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights sponsors a Quebe education program at St. Croix Educational Complex, has inspired the creation of a musical group on St. Thomas at Bertha Bischolte Middle School. The group awards scholarships to deserving Virgin Islands students pursuing a degree in the music arts. Their goal is to preserve Virgin Islands' indigenous music and teach its historical significance. They also provide funding so that indigent persons with mental illness can receive needed services and medication. He has received numerous awards and recognition for his outstanding public service and impactful contribution to folkloric local music and culture. In 2003, the 25th Legislature of the Virgin Islands passed Bill number 250056, which designates Quelbe as the official music of the Virgin Islands and requires that it be taught in the public schools, ensuring that our history and culture will live on for generations to come. And that was done in part because of the outstanding contribution of the person whom we honor today. Therefore, we are proud to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. In recognition of this degree, Chairman Smock will vest you with a hood, and I will present you with a diploma from the University of the Virgin Islands. We are honored to have you counted among our graduates. Congratulations.